afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon and welcome to the ribbon cutting for the redeveloped Hollins Market. Very excited to have you all here today. Thank you. My name is Paul Rupert. And I'm the president and CEO of the Baltimore Public Markets Corporation. This is a big day for us as an organization. We've spent the last few years working with the community to reimagine Hollins Market as a public market for the 21st century and beyond. We have several speakers today. The ceremony is going to last about half an hour, and then there'll be an opportunity for everyone to go inside and get lunch or get something for dinner. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the history of Hollins Market. I have a lot of people to thank today. I see lots of friends in the crowd, lots of supporters. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and then we're going to bring up our speakers. At the end of the speakers is when we're actually going to do the ribbon cutting. So just a little history about Hollins Market. Hollins Market is actually over 180 years old. 180 years ago, these two brothers came to the city and said they wanted to open a new public market in what was a neighborhood that was really starting to grow because of the growth of the B&O Railroad and the associated things that were going on there. And so our efforts today are really building on those first entrepreneurial efforts from 180 years ago. Our merchants that are coming back into the market, both old and new, build on that entrepreneurial spirit. Today in the crowd, we have Kurt Sommer from the West Baltimore Renaissance Foundation. Kurt and his team funded something new for us, which is a pop-up stall, which will see entrepreneurs from West Baltimore come into the market for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks at a time, folks who are interested in doing a stall, a permanent stall or a permanent brick and mortar. This will be the first opportunity for them to try out that work and see how it works for them before they move on. So thank you to Kurt and the West Baltimore Renaissance Foundation. Today, Baltimore Public Markets Corporation, we oversee, thank you. We've got lots of people to thank, so you're going to get tired of clapping, so we can save the clapping for the mayor and other folks when they come up. Today, the Baltimore Public Markets Corporation oversees 6 markets for the city, scattered across the city. We are a nonprofit organization that was spun off from the city about 30 years ago, and we receive support from the city, the state, and from federal agencies. And many of those folks who supply that financial support are in the crowd today. We also, because we're a nonprofit organization, we also receive support from individual donations and from foundation grants. The redevelopment of this project of the Hollins Market was a team effort, so I'd like to recognize some folks. First, starting with people from our team, we have a team of about 70 people who manage all of the markets, and that ranges from maintenance to security to our admin. There are 3 specific people that I want to recognize today. The first is Ezra Rosenberg, the second is John Fielding, and the third is Brooke Bachman. They led our internal team. I also want to thank our project team. I also want to thank our project team. That was led by 2 Point Studios, Reedy Creative, Interior Design. J.C. Porter was our general contractor. Lou Cadelli was our permit expediter and expert. I wanted to do an aside here, and I think people in this crowd know this, but opening a market is a complicated process. We have to do over 100 city inspections, so we really depend on our city partners, folks at the DHCD with Alice Kennedy and her team, folks at the Department of Health, folks at the Fire Marshal, Fire Protection, because they need to inspect the building, but then they need to inspect each individual stall. So it's a long process, and we really depend on good relationships with our folks, our partners there in the city. So thank you to all of them. The public markets, we operate under 3 guiding principles. We provide opportunity, we build community, and we support healthy lifestyles. These principles are shared by Mayor Brandon Scott, who has been our biggest supporter. During my 3 years in this position leading the public markets, I've had numerous conversations with the mayor and with his team, Deputy Mayor Justin Williams, Assistant Deputy Mayor Liz Kuntz, and their guidance has been critical to our success. So help me please welcome Mayor Brandon Scott to the stage.
Good afternoon, everybody.
All right. See, Hollins Market's brand new. We're celebrating a renovation. We're supposed to be excited. I know we're still a little sad about Sunday, but we're gonna. Good thing is we're playing Dallas this Sunday, so we know we're gonna win. Let's try it again. Good afternoon, everybody. All right. Thank you, Paul, Ezra, and to the entire public markets team. As you can see, I am joined by our city comptroller, Bill Henry, and Councilman John Bullock, who represents this area. I know that my predecessors in the crowd wave, Mr. Mayor. Mayor Jack Young is here today. And it's good to be here to cut this ribbon after a year of renovations and with new added stalls. I'm also happy that the world knows that the secret that Baltimore has the best food is right here in Baltimore City and right here at across from Hollins Market. We want to thank Keith Lee again for helping us show once again if you want the food to taste good and look good, not just look good, you come to Baltimore and not DC. We'll just remind them of that. And to our DC brothers and sisters, we have Mambo sauce, so you can put it on your better food in Baltimore right here. Today, we are not just reopening a market. We are reaffirming our commitment to the people of West and Southwest Baltimore. Hollins Market is much more than a building. It's an institution and a vital part of our city's history and culture. Since 1836, and the only original market building still standing, Hollins Markets has stood as a beacon of community. And today, after phase two, a $2.1 million renovation, it stands ready to serve again better than ever. Through this renovation, we restored a building. We took a big step forward in restoring trust in our neighborhoods, and trust in the power of community to shape its own future. Baltimore Public Markets spent 2 years working with community stakeholders to make sure that this market is built by and for the people. And what you see here today reflects your needs, your hopes, and your resilience. We all know that Hollins Market sits in an area that has long been designated a food desert, a healthy food priority area, and for too long, access to fresh, healthy food has been a privilege in our city of Niner Right. Today, that changes. Hollins Market will be a one stop shop for families who deserve nothing less than access to healthy, affordable food. And I'm proud to say that 5 of these stalls are SNAP eligible, ensuring that everyone, regardless of income, can get what they need right here. But this just isn't about food, even though it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. This is also about opportunity. Hollins Market will feature a pop-up stall supported by the West Baltimore Renaissance Foundation, giving entrepreneurs of color a chance to test their ideas, grow their businesses, and move toward brick and mortar ownership. This is what we talk about when we talk about equitable economic development and what it looks like. While we're helping the vendors in Hollis Market today, we're also building the foundation for tomorrow's entrepreneurs, the dreamers who will shape the future of West Baltimore, and showing them that there is still a place and a need for markets like this one. Hollis Market is a testament to what happens when we invest in our neighborhoods, and that doesn't just mean the buildings, but the people who live here, who work here, who dream here. So as we celebrate today, know that we are celebrating just the beginning. Hollins Market will be a place where families can gather, entrepreneurs can grow, and our community can thrive for generations to come. And I look forward to phase 3 of renovations here at Hollins Market, and to making much more progress at the Avenue Market, Ms. Wanda, very, very soon, because Baltimore's Renaissance isn't coming, it's right now. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm quickly going to turn it over to the comptroller and the councilman for remarks. Gentlemen.
Good afternoon, and then we will be turning it over to the state senator for his remarks. My remarks are going to be very brief. I came to being an elected official from working in community development, so I am very aware. I am very aware of the importance of a place like Hollins Market to the community that it is in. It is also going to be a destination, and that's going to be a good thing for Baltimoreans all over the city. The other thing I want to say is there's going to be people up here on the stage who are really happy about looking forward to enjoying the fruits of the labor that we touched on acknowledging in the opening remarks. So if we could have one more round of applause for the people who actually put blood, sweat, and tears into turning an old, mostly empty building into this wonderful facility. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon again, everyone. As you know, this is a long time coming. I will say I'm blessed to be able to represent the 9th District, but back in 2016, we started having these conversations, and now we're in 2024, and we've finally gotten here. I look around and I see some of our neighbors from Hollins Roundhouse and Union Square, and the fact is there are so many neighbors who have been waiting for this time to come, and we're still not done yet, but this is such an impactful day. I see friends who moved away who came back just for this moment. Some of our anchor institutions who are here as well. Our electeds, we're all so supportive of this, but also I really want you to take advantage of the vendors who are inside. Because just walking through, you can see that they are ready to go. They have some great food. It's healthy. Some of it's extra tasty too, and I can't wait to try some of it. But understand this has been a long time coming. I know from the Public Markets Corporation, there have been some tough conversations. There have been some long discussions, but we are here today. I'm just so proud, so happy to be here. And I won't be in front of you long, but I will want to bring up my good friend, a supporter of West Baltimore, State Senator Antonio Hayes.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. I see former Mayor Jack Young was hanging out, singing in the background a little bit a minute ago. But kudos to Paul and his team, who's done an extraordinary job throughout the city at revitalizing our public markets. Hollins Market, Baltimore's oldest public market, has been a vital community hub for over 180 years. It's more than just a market. It's a space where neighbors connect, local businesses thrive, and communities gather. This renovation represents a new era of Hollins Market, preserving its legacy while modernizing it to attract new vendors and visitors. The upgrades will help stabilize local business growth and revitalize surrounding neighborhoods. And this could not be done with a joint partnership with our local, state, and I see some of our federal officials here, but I see Kayla representing Governor Moore that's here. Over the last couple of years, the state of Maryland has invested approximately $9 million in Baltimore's public markets and 2.7 right here in Hollins Market. You could give that a round of applause, indeed. These funds will help to ensure that public markets remain connections of our communities and economic growth. This renovation creates jobs, support local entrepreneurs, and ensure access to fresh, affordable food for the community. Hollins Market will now be better positioned to attract visitors and boost local pride. Thank you to everyone that's involved in this endeavor. This is what community development looks like. And with that, I believe I'm going to turn it over to the man of the hour, the visionary who's been executing this vision, Mr. Paul Rupert.
Thank you very much, Senator Hayes, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Controller, Mr. Bullock, Dr. Bullock. So lots of excitement, and we just have a couple more speeches to go through before we get to those front doors. A few more people to thank. We've received support from all corners of the city. We work with the Housing Authority of Baltimore City, Janet Abrams and her team, to secure a federal grant through the Department of Housing and Urban Development, so thank you to them. I'd like to recognize our congressional delegation for their support, Senator Van Hollen, Senator Cardin, Congressman Mfume. Today we have from Senator Van Hollen's office, we have Baltimore City Regional Director Alana Jones. From Congressman Mfume's office, we have District Director Ray Conaway. And we also have from Governor Moore's office, Kayla Williams. So I'd like to say thank you to them for being here today. We have strong partners on the state level with financial support from the Department of Housing and Community Development. Thank you to Secretary Jake Day and his many colleagues who are here today. Also a big thank you to Secretary Atif Chowdhury from the Department of General Services for joining us today and for your financial support. We could not have done this without the support coming from all those folks. Also want to thank, we had Senator Hayes up here, want to thank our delegates as well, Marlon Ampry, Frank Conaway Jr., and Melissa Wells for District 40 here, which is our district here. I want to see if we are expecting City Council President Nick Mosby. I haven't seen him come in yet. Is he in the crowd yet? No. Okay. Hopefully he'll arrive in the next minute or two, and we can place him into the project. Hollins Market is part of the Southwest Partnership. It's a coalition of 7 neighborhoods and 7 institutions working together to build a stronger community. I want to send a thank you to the partnership team and the partnering organizations for your support. And then our next speaker, I want to please welcome to the stage our friend, Dr. Laura Dykes, who's the president of the Hollins Roundhouse Neighborhood Association. Laura?
Hello. As Paul said, I am Laura Dykes. I am the president of Hollins Roundhouse, the neighborhood association of Hollins Market. Hollins Market has a special place in the heart of Baltimoreans. When I meet people from Baltimore and I tell them that I live in Hollins Market, they always have a story to tell me about how much they love going to the market with their families back in the day. I have my own fond memories of bringing my son to play chess on Saturdays with other community members. Hollins Market is the center of our neighborhood. Our neighborhood is literally named after the market. When it closed, its absence was deeply felt by many community members who rely on Hollins Market for fresh food and tasty meals. Many of our neighbors are carless, and a walkable grocery is essential to the health and livability of our neighborhood. The market drives foot traffic to our developing business district, and we look forward to further investment in our neighborhood. We are so excited to have the market opened again, with a variety of options for both fresh and prepared food. We welcome back everyone who has a fond memory from back in the day and invite you to make new memories in this sparkling community hub. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laura. At the onset of this renovation process, we worked with the neighbors, with the community, and we surveyed them to see what it was that they wanted to see to come into the new Hollins Market. At the top of their list was a new bakery stall. And I think we found one of the best bakers to join us here. So Mickey Smith from Mixed Cakes I'm hoping she's going to come up and speak for us for a minute. She has had pop-ups at Northeast Market and at Lexington Market, and we're very excited for her to have a permanent stall here at Hollins Market. So is Mickey here? Yeah, there she is. So give a hand to Mickey.
Don't matter? Okay. Hi, guys. I'm Mickey. I'm owner of Mixed Cakes. I am super excited to be a part of the Hollins Market community. You guys have been so inviting. Everyone has enjoyed my cupcakes. I brought cupcakes up here a few times. I believe I will bring a lot of not only just sweet treats, but I can bring the community together through treats. We offer an experience through our treats, not just a cupcake or a slice of cake or anything like that. The goal is to kind of just be a part of the community, be a part of events, be involved with the schools, with anything that's happening around here. If you need desserts, I also do cake decorating classes, cupcake decorating classes. We do those for kids and adults. So it's a way to really just bring everybody out and bring the community together. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited for me to be here. I hope you enjoy the sweet treats. And yeah, let's go. Hollins Market, we're ready. Thank you. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Mickey. Thank you. As a nonprofit organization, the Baltimore Public Markets Corporation is led by a board of directors. Jesse Salazar is our current chair. He's a Baltimore resident who's dedicated to efficiency, transparency, and to working together to achieve a greater good. He's going to be our next speaker, and he's going to bring us up through the ribbon cutting. And as he's coming up to the stage, I just want to put one final pitch. As the mayor mentioned, our phase 3 of the project, which is the Holland Head House, which is our historic building on the far side of the market. That's our next project here in Hollins. We're going to be working with the community to determine what the community thinks would be a good fit for that first floor and second floor. we've unlocked the first floor and the second floor for anyone who, after they've gone through the market and bought their lunch or bought their dinner, if anyone wants to look into that first floor, their second floor, that second floor is a beautiful space. Again, built in 1865. It has 30-foot ceilings. We've already done a little bit of renovation work in that we've removed all the asbestos and all the lead paint, so it's a safe space for people to be. So again, I welcome you after Jesse Salazar has spoken and after we do the ribbon cutting, which will be back up here on the stage. I welcome folks to walk through the market and then to take a look at that head house. We are looking for people's opinions, their input as to what we should be doing, what the city, what the Baltimore Public Markets Corporation should be doing with that space. So that's the end of my pitch there. I'd like to welcome Jesse Salazar.
So instances like this are when we really reflect on everything that's happening, but also where we fit into the larger story of the city. And on my way in here, I got to talk to Mike Wells, who's behind the camera right there in the salmon polo. And he said, this is what we need, great things like this. Mike grew up in the neighborhood. He's been going to Suevo Fest for a while. And he is excited, I think, like so many of us, because we have here an institution that has existed for more than 200 years, or for almost 200 years, as an animating force of this neighborhood. And we need this kind of investment, and we need this kind of enthusiasm to really highlight what's great about this city. So for the last 3 years, I have been volunteering at a church that's about a mile away, St. Benedict's, and there we have food distribution once a month, and the line is always long. There are many people in the neighborhood who are looking to make sure that they have access to fresh fruits, vegetables, and the kinds of food that gives life its excitement. And I'm really excited that with this $2.1 million renovation, we've been able to redo 7 of the stalls, and we now have fresh foods, grocer, butcher, seafood, poultry, bakery, all right here in Hollins Market. And this is an approach that we think is absolutely critical for making sure that people get food, because food is love. You know, food is how we form friendships. Food is where we go to find community. You have a great meal, you can't help but smile. It is the thing that makes community come together, and I'm thrilled that the market is here. I also want to just give a brief announcement. We just hit a really amazing milestone as an organization. The International Economic Development Corporation, which is this big organization nationwide of 4,500 economic development experts, gave an award to the public markets for our work to create innovation in financing and to create new pathways for entrepreneurs. So in Lexington Market, thank you, Senator Hayes. At Lexington Market, we went from having 5% black ownership to 50% black ownership of our vendors. And we now have 50% female ownership of those vendors. And we're not going to stop until that's true across the system. I also want to say that as the board chair, we need your help. So all community assets require engagement. So if you can donate, please donate to the public markets. But really what we want is for you to get involved. The first and best thing you can do for these markets is to come out here. Come out here with your family, come out here with your kids, bring your grandkids, talk to the vendors. The whole benefit of having a community market is that these are people who are committed to this place. So we ask that you come out and spend your dollars at the markets, and also consider volunteering with organizations in the neighborhood to make sure that we can continue to hit the 200th anniversary with a lot of momentum. And finally, I do want to thank all of the Baltimore Market staff and board members. I was wondering if you could just raise your hand. This wouldn't be possible without their incredible efforts, so please do give them a round of applause. And I also want to thank the many community organizations that have contributed. This market has been a real example of how the markets have been able to work with philanthropic organizations, nonprofit organizations, and community organizations to make sure that this really represents the best of what Baltimore can do. So thank you very much, and let's eat.
Yeah.